work this time. What's up, guys? I'm alive. Yes, I'm alive. Lots of things have happened. Lots of things, not the greatest, and lots of things that are pretty cool and potentially great are going to happen. But, that's life, right? Always ups and downs. I mean, I tried my best to, to keep it consistent and always up. But there's always downs. Like stock market, like gambling losses, or even, gambling, talking about craps and sports. Well, the sports is done. I'm done. My last bet was a winner. I did the, what was it? Since the Blue Jays won the first game in the World Series, I took it upon myself to doing the no sweep system, where in MLB hardly ever going to be a sweep, so you take a chance and you do the martingale, and you bet that team that for one particular team not to get swept. And guess what? It worked either way, and it worked either way twice. If you really wanted to really push it, you want to wait for the first game, you can do Dodgers for the next 3 games. As long as they don't get swept, you'll win 1 game within the 3. So 3-step Marty. If you want to do it from the start, you can do that as well. You got to have a lot more risk involved, and the size of bet that I put on, no way am I gonna jeopardize a 4-step Marty, because doing Dodgers, I did $500 for the second game, but $500 would have turned into like a $1,300 or $1,400 bet the second game. So I saved a lot of high risk bet in a gut wrenching scenario. I mean, it was pretty easy to win, but still, who the hell wants to lay $1,200, $1,300, $1,400 on a game that you're trying to win just $500 back and whatnot? And imagine if they lost the second game. Oh my God, Dodgers were at home the 3rd, 4th, and 5th game, and they were 2-1 favorites. So that means if you bet the first game $500, you lost. The second game $1,200, $1,300, $1,400, and you lost. We're talking about you have to bet like a $2,000 bet probably, and if that loses, that's $4,000 plus your 13, your like your 1,400. Oh my God, that kind of money, I don't have that liquid cash. I would have to take it out of my stock account or whatever. That's crazy stuff. So luckily I waited for 1 game, and it worked out. And I was kind of praying that hold on, what was I praying for? I was praying for, I think Dodgers won the Dodgers won the 3rd game. I was actually praying for Dodgers to lose this. I was praying for something, and it did almost happen, because I was going to go back in to do another like 2 or 3-step Marty, but it didn't happen. But either way, if I did it, regardless of what happened, I still would have won, because they kept on flip-flopping. They kept on beating each other. It was nuts. One of the greatest series. I didn't watch the game. I don't have cable anymore, and I'm not going to go on a website to watch a game if I don't actually have TV cable or whatnot. I'm not going to, do all that. So I didn't bother. But yeah, who's this girl? She's cute. Anyway, never mind. So anyway, so I ended up winning $500, but before that, the previous 5 weeks of sports gambling, I lost like a little over $2,000. I'm not happy with myself. I mean, obviously I can afford it, but it just sucks, I'm making all this money, investing in the market, doing my trades and everything like that, and just to lose $2,000, just give it back. It sucks, I mean, I'd rather lose it in craps, casino, more hands-on. It's more, I get more fun out of it, and it's like a more realistic thing. I control it, I'm not having to bet on you know, professional athletes to try to win money. I'm trying to bet on myself at craps because, you know, I make the decision. I bet this way or that way. You know, you can win either way. Just like with Baccarat, you know, you can bet on the player, the banker. So it's your decision. The cards come out and you got to bet on it. So you're lucky to guess it right and you win. Same thing with craps. You're lucky you guess it right if it's going to hit the number or hit the numbers, or you want to go, you know, betting against the numbers and think the shooter will crap out, then you bet again. You know, you do that. You lay the bet or you bet the don't pass. So I'd rather, you know, because like I said, you're in control, and if you make the wrong 50-50 guess, then you lose. Oh shoot, what is this? It's so dark and scary. Holy cow. Yeah, oh, this is the place, Capital Grill. This is supposed to be $50 to $100 for a meal. So the steak is something like that. So I'm going to have to come here by myself one day. Maybe, I don't know. Should I take my daughter? Wow, if I take my daughter, the bill's going to be $150 to $200. I don't know if I want to do that. I think I might just come myself and spend $150. What is this? Holy, it's closed. Wow. Looks a little weird. There's nothing in there. Forget it. I'm not going there. Oh, God. Creepy. Yeah, I came out to get coffee. I had an espresso coffee this morning. I bought Panera bread soup from Target yesterday, so I heated half of it this morning. So that's not real food. I need some real food. So I got to figure out, am I going to get Mexican across the street, or do I get this Bears barbecue, which I had a pastrami sandwich a couple weeks ago? I don't know if I really want that or not. Do I want barbecue? I don't know, barbecue. I mean, if I don't get barbecue, I can only have, oh shoot, they're going Mexican. Either get Mexican or, I'm not getting a bowl. The bowl is not enough. Shoot. What am I going to get? I definitely need to get coffee out of that. But anyway, so next Monday, I'm going to be on a plane. At this time right now, yeah, I'm going to be on a plane. Oh shoot. Yeah, I'm still going to be on a plane. Wait, why am I still on a plane? Oh no, it might be a layover. That's right, I'm going to be on a layover. Freaking stupid. There's no non-stops. No non-stops in New Orleans. So it's going to be a layover. The flight is at 7:55, and I get to New Orleans at 2:35, something like that. My buddy would be there a little earlier, and then his buddy would be there even later. So we're going to have to all just hang out and wait for each other, and then head over with an Uber or something to the Airbnb. But yeah, so New Orleans next Monday to the 14th. Then I fly out to Vegas. Yeah, Vegas. I was just there a couple months ago. I know. But guess what? I'm gonna go there to see. There's no label, but to see my girlfriend. You know that's weird. We never even assumed or asked each other anything like that. But I think she is. I think I can say that she's my girlfriend. And to be honest with you, the way we're talking, the way all that stuff, I think she's more closer to fiance. I mean, listen, this is great because we met the last day I was there, the last full day I was there in Vegas on a Thursday. I had a Friday morning flight back to New York, but I hung out with her for like 4 hours, and we've been talking a lot since then, and things are going good. It's going good. The only drawback is she has a daughter, but it's not that's the only con, because otherwise she would be here with me already. She would be living with me and everything would be good, and who knows, but she can't leave, and just like I really can't leave as well and live in Las Vegas. I guess I could, as long as I assist my ex monetarily, help her out with bills and all that stuff, and and all that. But she wouldn't like it, obviously, because I wouldn't physically be here to help out with a lot of the stuff, and that definitely makes her life easier. But maybe if I get to a position where I'm making a ton of money, maybe maybe I can go back and forth. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's see. There's just this government shutdown is slowing things down. I'm supposed to get another lump sum of money coming in, and I'll have I'll be able to generate more income. I made this past month, October, was my best month ever. I made a ton of money. I made 15%. In that area, 15%. And last month I made like 12%. So the last 2 months have been killers. But unfortunately, I've been spending so much money. I don't really see that money. Because I'm spending money, either gambling or either buying this, going out, paying for this. Like it's like ridiculous, It's ridiculous. Making all this money. Listen, if I was still living in a lifestyle when I was still working at Panino's in New York, and making all this money, oh my God, I feel like I would feel like a king, because I'm making 3 to 6 times as much as I was when I was working at Panino. So like, wow, crazy. But nope, I got all the stuff that I bought on installments. I'm paying per monthly, and a lot of it's coming to an end. So I'm going to be freeing up a lot of my money. But just like this last Saturday, got to Brooklyn. And I took my daughter to T-Mobile. She wanted the new 17, so we traded in her 16 and got the 17 Pro. But it's on order. It's going to come this week. But I had to pay her phone up in order to do the upgrade. So I had to take $484 out of my debit card just to pay up her phone. But I'm going to get reimbursed. They're only going to give T-Mobile's only give $340 for the phone. I said, let me check Apple. Apple is going to give me $450. So you know what? No brainer. I'm going to go to Apple, trade the phone in. I already owe Apple $400 for my Apple Watch 11, so I'm just going to get that and pay it off, and it'll free up all my money, all my $450 on my Apple card. So yeah, it just rotates. It's just I'd rather have it cash, but Apple Card is just as good because I pay a lot of stuff with Apple Pay. I get my points, so that's a good thing. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to be in Vegas from the 14th to the 20th, guys. I'm leaving probably Thursday afternoon. So any guys, in Vegas, reach out to me. Reach out to me. We'll meet up or hang out, whatever. Gamble. I'll have a lot of time. I'll have a lot of time, but I won't have a lot of time. My girl, she doesn't work right now, so she has a lot of time besides her daughter, and besides chauffeuring her daughter around the school and back and forth, this and that. But I'll be spending a lot of time with her. Other than that, I would believe I'm gonna rent a car for a couple days so I can alleviate some of her driving. I don't want her to keep driving all the time. So so to help out. It's not going to be too expensive this trip, I don't think. It's like a little over $500 for all the flights from here to New Orleans to Vegas, and Vegas back to New York. Well, I'm not saying here. I'm in Connecticut, but I'll be in New York on next Sunday, this coming Sunday. So $500 for that. The hotels, believe it or not, the Airbnb was $250. I gave my buddy, so that's not much. So that's $750, and it's about $200 for the casinos from 14th to the 20th, because I only paid for the weekends. I got the Luxor for the weekend, Friday, Saturday to Sunday morning, and then Sunday afternoon till Thursday. My girl, she's a believe it or not, she's a 7-star member at the Caesars hotels. So she got me Flamingo for literally $30 from Sunday to Thursday. I think $30 or even less than $30, whatever. She don't pay a resort fee because she's 7-star. She's not 7-star because she's a big gambler herself. Someone she kind of works for, dog sitting, he's a big gambler, and he gambled with her card to raise her stuff as a favor to her. So 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 that's crazy, So she can get all these hotels for dirt cheap. Yeah, I heard scooters, so I had to turn around. I wanted to make sure that they're not guys that drive right by me and to swipe my cell phone and to drive away. Because as fast as I am, I'm sore as hell right now. I was playing basketball and all that stuff yesterday, so I couldn't even run after them if I really want to. But I'll be ready to clothesline them and knock them out if they came up to me, kind of steal my cell phone. But that'd be crazy, right? I'll be on live and I get my cell phone stolen. How funny would that be, right? I mean, it'd be funny, but it wouldn't be funny. So anyway, listen, let me go get some food because I'm gonna get my coffee and my food. And oh my God, I gotta go meet my friend in a little while. All right, I gotta go. All right, I'll be back before I head to Vegas. I'm pretty sure.